Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are finally going to be reviewing R.E.M. Beauty, Ariana Grande's makeup line. I got kind of one of each of what she released. I'm about to show you everything, and in today's video we are going to be trying it out, and of course I will be telling you whether or not I think it's worth it. So if you're excited for the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe before you leave, and with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I ended up getting 5 things total from everything that she released. To be honest with you, this is not a launch that I'm like overly excited about. I got everything because I wanted to review it and see whether or not it's worth it. Sometimes I'm not particularly attracted to things and they end up being really good, and well, I'm here to just let you know. So far, all I've seen is the outside packaging and I'm not impressed, but these items were on the affordable side for high-end. Probably around like rare beauty pricing, if not even like a little bit more affordable. And so I'm not going to pay too much attention to the boring gray boxes. Let me open everything, show you everything, and then we'll get started trying it out. Okay, let's start with the bigger box. This right here is the Midnight Shadows eyeshadow palettes in Midnight Snack. Okay, here is what the outside packaging looks like, which it's a little weird. And then this right here is the palette that I chose. I like that this one had a silver, a crease color, a nice burgundy, a purple. This is kind of like the colors I like to use, so this is the one that I went with. I also got the Flourishing Volumizing Mascara. This right here is what the wand looks like. There were 2 mascaras. There was a lengthening and a volumizing one. Of course, I had to go for the volumizing one. The wand is a little interesting. It has these ridges where like it doesn't have any of the bristles, so I'm interested in trying that, and it looks pretty black. Then we have this right here. This is the Interstellar highlighter topper in Miss Venus. I might have forgotten I got a highlighter, and in preparation for this video I do already have some highlighter on, but that's okay. I will find somewhere to show it to you. Plus it says it's a highlighter topper, which I'm confused about, but we'll see what that means. I think I like the packaging of this one a little better. It's a little more traditional. It doesn't have the weird pointy thing. Ooh. I lowered the light a little bit, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see it. This is what it looks like right here. Let's do a little swatch of it. Alright, take a look right there. It's pretty light and also pretty yellow. I think I might have gotten this color because they were sold out of the color I wanted. I'm not sure. I couldn't help myself and I ordered a liquid eyeshadow. This one is the Midnight Liquid Eyeshadow in Science Fair, which is purple. Here's what it looks like right here. And here's a swatch of it. That does not look promising in my opinion, but again, we shall see. Okay, now that I'm looking at everything, I remember that I got this color palette specifically because I wanted to combine it with the purple eyeshadow, and this is the one that matched best. All of this information would be a lot more clear in my brain if this hadn't taken like a month to arrive. I feel like I ordered these so long ago. Alright, and last but not least, I ordered the On Your Color Plumping Lip Gloss in the color Away Message. This is what it looks like. Right here is a nice nudie type of gloss. Oh my god. I was totally expecting it to have a doe foot applicator, but it's like a squeezy tube type of a thing. Okay, and this is the color that I chose right here, which is the color that I really like, so hopefully I like the gloss. It smells like a minty vanilla. I actually really like the smell. Okay, so that is it. That is everything I ordered. As always, I'm going to give you my most honest opinion about these products, which has no reflection on how I feel about Ariana Grande because I love her. She is one of my favorite artists, but you know, she came up with makeup, and so we have to judge the makeup for what it is. Let's get started, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is try out this highlighter. It says highlighter topper, so I'm going to try it on top of the highlighter I have on. Ooh! Okay, you could definitely see how that changed it. And it's super, super bright. Definitely more yellow than I expected. I, for some reason, thought it was going to be a little bit more translucent type of yellow. I'm going to go back with my sponge and kind of blend it in a little bit so that it's not as in your face. See, I like that a little better. Let's do the same thing over here. And just to try it on its own, I'm going to highlight my temples here. See, I think I might like it better on its own than on top of the highlighter because it looks a lot more natural than when I put it on top of my previous highlighter. Take a look right there on my forehead. Going to do my nose and right there, my Cupid's bow. I'm definitely not mad at the highlighter. I do really like the way it looks very natural right there on the forehead. I wish I had remembered I ordered a highlighter so that I could have tried it on its own, because here it does look a little bit too much, but like on the places where I have it on its own, on my forehead, on my nose, on my Cupid's bow, I really do like the way that it looks. Okay, so next let's try this eyeshadow palette. I'm starting with a big fluffy brush and the cream color right here in the corner. And I'm sort of going to use that color as a base. I don't have primer. No, I have concealer on my eyelids and I did set it with a little bit of translucent powder, but I don't have an actual primer on, which is okay. Sometimes I just prime with concealer. So I'm just putting that light shade all over my eye from lashes to underneath my eyebrow. And of course, repeat on the other side. I got you a little closer so you can see better. With my same big fluffy brush, I'm going into this center color right here. And I'm going to use that color on the crease of my eye to start building up a little bit of dimension and depth on my eye. Okay, just back and forth on the crease, blending that shade. It's not an overly pigmented shade, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because you can take your time building it up to like your desired intensity, which sometimes makes eyeshadows a little bit more user-friendly. So I'm not going to judge the quality just yet. I'm going to wait to try darker colors and just make sure that those are pigmented, because this taupey shade doesn't necessarily have to be. Plus, I got it to look exactly how I wanted it. Okay, switching to a smaller brush, and now we are getting into a darker color right here, this dark burgundy shade. And I'm going to start tapping it right here on the outer corner of the eye and blending it into the crease. So far, so good. Now let's hope that it blends smoothly. And I'm just moving my brush back and forth to blend it into the transition shade and doing little circles if it gives me any trouble. It's not the easiest to blend, but it's getting there. Okay, I got it to look how I wanted it. Just nice and diffused and still with a darker outer corner here. So now let's try and make my eyes look even. Doing the same thing on the other side. I think that looks even enough. So these are those 3 matte shades blended. Like I said, it just takes a little bit longer for the shades to blend than some of my more luxury high quality eyeshadows, but it's not bad. Now, because I want to try the shimmers from the palette and I also want to try this, I'm going to do 2 different eye looks. So on this one, I'm going to use this purple shade right here on a flat brush. And I'm going to stamp that color all over my eyelid. Okay, this isn't bad at all. It has a little bit of fallout, but I also might have grabbed a little bit too much product, to be honest, so that's okay. And I'm just patting the shade. With the tip of my small blending brush, I'm going to grab this like shimmery black shade right here. And I'm going to put it on the outer corner of this eye and blend it into the purple. Just to darken things up, make them a little smokier. And I'm back with the purple, tapping it once again where it was because I feel like the blending took a little bit of it off. Okay, like that. Same brush, and I'm going into the pewter shade right here. And I'm going to put this one on the inner half of my eyelid. And back with my blending brush, I'm going to make sure that things look smooth up here. Now you can see we went from a little fallout to a lot of fallout. So let's see how we can take that off. I did powder my under eyes, so hopefully it's not going to stick too bad, but we'll see. Oh, bish. Okay. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to grab a little bit more translucent powder because sometimes when you want to get powder off of your face, more powder helps. have translucent powder on here. And let's try it. That is so bad. It's not lifting. Usually I don't mind getting a little bit of eyeshadow under my eyes because usually it's easier to get it off. But as you can see, this is not going anywhere. Ignore that. I'm going to see if I can fix it later on. Let's focus on this eye now. And I want to use the glitter eyeshadow thing. It didn't swatch pretty, so we'll see once we put it on the eye if it's any better. I'm just going to go in with the doe foot applicator. That's not as bad as I thought. That's actually nice. And I'm going to put it all over my eyelid. I'm going to grab a little bit more and let's define the crease with it. Okay, that's actually really pretty. We will see how it works with creasing and all that. I'm going to just let it dry a bit before I start blending it into this outer corner shade. Back with my fluffy brush, I'm going to grab this shade again and I'm going to tap it over the edge of the purple back here. Just tapping it over so that it blends with it a bit. And then softly smoke out the outer corner. The liquid eyeshadow isn't anything out of this world, but it is better than I expected because when I swatched it in the back of my hand, I was like, it looked terrible. But on the eye, it looks nice. For the inner corner, I'm going to tap into the highlighter and place it right there. Blend it in a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. Okay, I think going back with my sponge a little bit over all of that fallout, it is hiding it or picking it up, one of the two. I'm not sure. The point is that it's not as bad as before. And that did also take off my highlighter, so we're going to try the highlighter on its own now. Let's see. Oh, it is pretty bright on its own too. Yep, super bright on its own. If you like a blinding highlighter, this one is for you. I've been more so into natural highlighters lately, so I don't think I'll be picking it up in any other shades. I'm going to finish up both eye looks by using this color underneath my lower lash line. Just back and forth down here with my Refer number 14 brush. And then the taupey shade to smoke it out even further, just make the lines a little softer around the eye. Okay, so these are both of my eye looks right here. I have thoughts about everything, which I'll tell you at the end. Let's put on the R.E.M. Beauty mascara. And remember, this one is the volumizing mascara. So we'll see. We'll see how much volume we can get with it. So far, I'm not impressed. Let me do my other eye and we will do a few coats just to see like how much we can get it to volumize. Okay, I'm done applying the mascara. This is what it looks like right here. Personally, not impressed. It didn't give me that much volume and my lashes look a little bit clumped together. So, meh, you know? So last but not least, we have a plumping lip gloss to try. So let's go for it. I don't think that looks great. Look, it feels like it makes all of my little dry patches show up. And it like gives you weird coverage. Like some areas you can see the color a little more, and then some other areas you can see my lips through the gloss a lot more. Oh my god, look at this. That's disgusting. I haven't loved anything this whole video, but I thought, you know, how can you get a gloss wrong? The gloss is probably going to be good, right? And then this happens. I promise you I don't have that much gloss on. This is lovely. Take a look right there. Okay, I took some off. So it's not doing that anymore, but then I feel like I barely have any gloss left. Like it's not doing much, not covering much. It does feel like a really nice minty gloss, but other than that, like... Anyways, this is everything tried on. Let me give you my final thoughts on R.E.M. Beauty. Here is my main issue with it. I don't think I know. I know that you can find better makeup at a lower price at the drugstore. So let's start with that and then let's get into the individual products. Let's see, the highlighter, it was okay. I didn't really like the undertone of it much. I don't think I'll be picking any more of these. It's like an okay performing highlighter, nothing too impressive about it. The packaging is meh. And so nothing really motivates me to pick another one of those up, if that makes sense. I don't particularly recommend it. The mascara, you can definitely find much better mascaras at the drugstore from Maybelline, for example, or L'Oreal. The wand is weird. It didn't give me much volume. My lashes don't look separated. It also didn't give me much length at all, and I did like 3 layers of this, so no. My main issue with the palette was definitely the fallout and the fact that it was almost impossible to take it off. The formulas weren't bad. I think I got a decent eye look with it, but it's also not my favorite. It's kind of below average and the packaging is a little weird. This is also something that I feel you can find better for better price at the drugstore, so it was okay, but I don't necessarily recommend it. Do we even need to talk about the gloss? It was horrible. Horrible. I don't think I've ever tried a worse gloss in my life. It was quite the disaster. I don't think I've ever tried a gloss that did that to me ever before in my life. This is like a gloss that you can find at Claire's. That's how I feel about this one. So do not waste your money on that one. And then last but not least, the liquid shimmer. This was the product that I thought was going to be the worst fail, and it's actually the product that I think it's okay. Am I impressed by it? No. Is it the best liquid highlighter ever? No, but the packaging is actually decent. The color is pretty. I've now had it on this eye for like maybe 15 to 20 minutes and it has increased. It stayed put. It blended really nicely into my other shadows. The color is pretty. So this is the one product out of everything I tried that didn't really give me any troubles. So if you were interested in the liquid eyeshadows, this is the one product that I thought was good. It wasn't excellent, nothing out of this world. It was just good, but in comparison to all of the fails that I had in this video, it was like that one redeeming product. So do I recommend R.E.M. Beauty? I really don't. I think the products are overpriced, nothing special. Again, you can find better products at the drugstore. You don't have to wait a month for them to arrive. Just, no, don't do it, okay? Just don't. This was quite a fail, which I'm kind of disappointed about, but it is what it is. I am here to give you my honest opinion, and I still absolutely love Ariana Grande and her music, just not her makeup releases. I don't see myself picking up any more R.E.M. Beauty to review in the future unless something truly spectacular catches my eye, just because I don't really see the quality of these products working for me or me ever using or reaching for those products ever again. And so yeah, I think those are my final thoughts. Let me know what you thought of the performance of everything down below in the comment section. I need to actually film another video after this one, and I'm about to take this makeup off so that I can, because this is just not happening for me today. Anyways, if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please don't leave without subscribing. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you back tomorrow. Bye!